now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another hour
Well,
of Espresso with Erin Sarit. And today we're gonna dive deeper with regards to what are you doing this all for in the first place?
what are we
See,
doing what for? If you're watching this on YouTube or you're not sure what we do, we help women to uh, basically get in great shape through personal growth and development. Because if you don't make the internal transformation, the external transformation is nothing but temporary. So, we do all things fitness, movement, nutrition, and then also lifestyle related habits, mindset things. Really just growing your character to be the person that lives in the fit body that you're after. Because ultimately, we're going for happiness, joy, confidence, peace of mind. And if you become the person that lives in that fit body truly from the inside, then getting the body is not as hard as we make it seem. And you also feel super proud of yourself for what it took you to get there versus just being skinny or just having some kind of external aesthetic. It's much greater than that. So that's what we do. And in this journey, it is easy for us to get discouraged by not seeing results as fast as we want to, or maybe
comparison, getting angry
comparison,
because of the comparison syndrome,
feeling
feeling like I'm falling behind.
feeling like you're stalling or super restrictive or not fun or whatever. And so, because life gets to go on and be life while we're doing this journey, we want to marry joy and fun and happiness and adventure and the things that are important to you, while at the same time continuing to level up our standards to be better and better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like growth is painful, and
That's how we're going to start.
yeah,
It's true.
yeah, it's real talk. So growth is painful, and the more we overcome pain, the more conditioned we become to pain.
Mm,
So think about it.
I feel like we should bring in our special guest and now to talk about that.
The more we become conditioned to pain. So for example, yeah.
For
Oh,
example,
it's gonna be so
today.
great. So let's say you start, like, think about the first day that you're like, all right, it's time to level up my shit, right? And you put yourself through a workout, whatever the workout is, and like you start to sweat, your whether it's upper body or lower body or full body, your muscles start to shake and you start to feel that tingly feeling, and then like you wake up the next day feeling like you got hit by a truck. Right, like probably like
Can't
not
sit
even
on the toilet.
not even like feeling like you need to, like, for those of you guys who
You
are
need one of the
with us live,
geriatric handles next to the
yeah,
toilet.
like you feel like you need to hold on to something in order just to sit down. For those of you guys who are here with us live, like, just give us some memories of like your first day working out, and like how like what did it feel like in the moment, and how did it feel like when you woke up the next day. Maybe you couldn't even finish your first workout because you ended up going to the trash can before you even
Ew.
finished it. And here's the deal: after your first workout, second workout, it's brutal. Third workout, brutal. A month later, probably still brutal, but not
Like
as
just
brutal
a
as it
lesser
used
shade
to
of
be.
brutal.
And why is that? It's because conditioning, fitness, right? So when you're in the pursuit of your greatness, you are becoming fitter for life, right? Like, physically you're becoming stronger, mentally you're becoming more resilient, and therefore your threshold of the pain tolerance that you can tolerate can increase. Now this is where it can become very much a double-edged sword, because like when you see like some elite athletes, especially in some sports, they now tap into this ability of, like, they're really great at suffering, right?
You also build a tolerance to
You build,
suffering.
yeah,
Like,
and
well,
I feel like the more you do it, like this, where it can become a double-edged sword. It's pain is a part of the process, and whatever we feel more often, we become more conditioned to, and we can become addicted to it, right? So what you want to be cautious of as you increase your level of conditioning is the what am I doing this all for? And the reason why I say that is because pain can become your next drug, the thing that you seek, the state in which you want to be in at all times. And if you feel like pain is out of alignment from your core values, like truly, because maybe what you want is joy, then the question that you get to ask yourself is, how can I go through growth while experiencing joy, and just instead of just doing the doing? And I see so many people who become more consistent in their journey get lost in the sauce. They let the doing of the doing, kind of like operate how they live their day to day. And I believe that if you're not happy, then why are you doing it?
I have a question.
Right? Because so many people live life from the sense of just doing things. I go to work, I work hard, I work
motions.
out, I meal prep. Few people truly live a joyful, successful life. And why is that? It's because there's a different plane that cannot be measured when you go from I want to achieve something for the sake of achievement, and also how do I want to experience my life as I'm achieving it. And I feel like, because we live in a world that's very like success driven, right? Which is great, right? I'm success driven. Life becomes a means to an end. And what is the means to an end of life? Death. Right? Is it any wonder why depression is on the rise? Is it any wonder why anxiety is on the rise? Is it any wonder why suicide rates are on the rise? Right? It's because we've become conditioned to live in a world where life is a means to an end, where marriage is a means to an end, where like our body transformation journey is a means to an end, when our careers are a means to an end. Like so many times I speak to people and they tell me how they can't wait to retire. I'm like, why would you work your entire life to wait to retire? Like, blows my mind, right? Or I want to get to this weight so I can eat donuts again.
It doesn't
It's like,
surprise me.
right, but that's what I just want to
stand in the drift.
It means that you don't like what you're doing.
Yeah.
because
If you're wanting to escape something, it's because you don't like what you're doing.
it's because you're out of touch with what you really want, or you're out of touch with your values, because maybe it was a way to get you closer to that,
Or you just want to
and
hang.
you just like tolerated it, right?
Or your comfort zone is pain and you get some kind of sick satisfaction out of being miserable.
I think a lot of people do.
It's comfortable. That's what we know. It's like, which some people will hear this and understand it, and some people are like, what do you mean? Like, why? Of course, like, I don't want to be uncomfortable or in pain, like, as a choice. But on a daily basis, we choose things that we don't like to do, to please people, to not be criticized, to whatever else. And so with every price you pay, there's a reward you get. So, meaning, if the price you pay is like, and I don't think this is a lot of our people, so I'm not going to stay here for a long time, but if you're like feeling, I don't know, any undesirable emotion, sad, depressed, anxious, fearful, angry, whatever else. And some people will pay that price for the reward of, now I have an excuse to not do this thing. I have a legitimate justification to not go work out, or why my body isn't, in shape, or whatever. It's like a comfortable wall we can hide behind.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like some people are willing to, and typically, I'd say unconsciously willing, because I believe that if we were all aware of the decisions we make and the choices we actually do have, that, and we know the price of joy and happiness and all, and being healthy and fit and all of that, we'd be willing to pay that price. But a lot of people have this unaware safety wall of misery and um, pain and dissatisfaction, because they also know that there's pain in moving forward. There's pain, discomfort, um, going to the gym for the first time. It's uncomfortable. You don't know what you're doing, might be embarrassed because you're like, is somebody looking at me, judging me because I don't know what the hell I'm doing on this machine that's supposed to be for your arms, and somehow I figured out a way to use it for my legs. Or I'm going to be really sore, or I'm going to feel like I'm suffocating because I can't breathe, or whatever the thing is. Like, we know that pain is coming. So instead, I'll just hide over here in this pain as an excuse to justify why I can't go over there. But it's like, no matter what, there is pain. And you said something strange. You said pain and core value. Like, if one of your value, if you value pain or something like that. And I was like, is that a core value? Anyways,
No, if like tolerating pain is creating some kind of emotion that is not in alignment with who you are deep down at your core, that's not a part of your value system, then I believe that that's like a red flag.
well, step number one is get clear with what you value.
Yeah.
Because I truly believe that if we all knew and were honest about what we value, because some people that say they want to get in shape and then they go through the McDonald's drive-through. So you can say you value something. That doesn't mean you value it. You know what you value by the things that you choose to do on a daily basis. You know what you value by the transactions that are happening in your bank account. So either way, to be out of shape, tired, sick, unhealthy, all of that is painful and uncomfortable. And the pursuit of health, wellness, joy, happiness, confidence is also uncomfortable. And when you could logically put them side by side and say, well, both are uncomfortable, but this gives me this result and this gives me this result, well, it's a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm.
It's a no-brainer. So you're either wrapped up in, and most likely unaware of it, but wrapped up in this type of pain justifies me not having that type of pain, or you just haven't figured out that you're doing that yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I could be off my rocker. Who knows? Is my perspective.
Yeah. Shall we bring on
Mm.
our special guest? Do you
We
want
have
to
a
intro
very
her?
special guest. Yes. Who? Can I show the painting?
Yeah.
She made this for us. Okay. She's a famous artist. And you all should buy paintings from her. I'm going to show you this one that she made. Okay. And today she went to the gym with us. So-and-so goes to the gym with Erin and Sarit. We might make a documentary and talk about pain and discomfort this woman was willing to endure and have fun in the process. I will tell you that this is one of the things that's super inspiring to me about you is that even in the pain, you'll dance, you'll laugh, you'll have joy, you'll make it fun. You're like, this hurts. You're like, I wish instead of my legs being made out of jelly, they were made out of meatballs. Like, sorry, like
No spaghetti or meatballs.
it's spaghetti or meatballs, right? So it's fun. Anyways, I want to show you this just because it's super awesome. Can you help me?
Yeah.
Look at this. Go your way more. Go your way more. Look at this. They surprised me with this last night. Sarit knew she was painting it, sent her the photos and all the stuff. Look at this handsome guy. Look at him.
Mama.
Wow. And everything has meaning to this as she was explaining it. The seagulls have their purpose, has something to do with both Sarit and I.
And me.
Huh?
And me.
And you, true.
The location.
Yeah,
the location.
Love, family, so sweet. It's incredible. Okay, so without further ado, the woman that you should all buy paintings from, who's going to come in now, her name is Nadia Marks. We got her signature. Look at. Mm-hmm.
Yay! Wait, they're so.
I'll bring another chair.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm going to sit in their chair. I'm going to sit in both of their chairs.
Oh, great. Yeah, that's beautiful. Do you feel comfortable? Are your legs super sore already?
I've been sitting since we got back from the gym.
You won't be able to stand up.
Okay, so I went to the gym with Erin and Sarit.
So it begins.
And I do think I would like to have a documentary about going to the gym with these two because, and I also want to just say you are so inspiring. These two are so inspiring. The way that they enjoy and look forward to what they just did today. And I did the bare minimum compared to them.
You didn't do the bare minimum. You did your best.
Okay, picture this. There's a
I love her explanation.
There's a bar, and I have no weights on this bar, and I'm dying.
45-pound, like, Globo Gym barbell.
And my legs are literally made out of jelly, and they're like this. Like, they're cracking up because my legs are like this.
Her pants are like vibrating.
and then I'm complete with my set. If you can call it set.
Yeah.
Reps,
A set. Yep.
And then Sarit gets on and puts on 45s, 10s, 20s. Like, she just loads it up.
All of the weights in the gym.
She does the same thing I just did that I was like very much praying to God that I was going to make it through without full collapse. She loads it up. That's just one of the things that they do in a day. They do that times like 200 of those things. She doesn't stop with every time I look over, she's just more and more and more and more and more. Anyway, as I was listening to them talking today, what I was hearing was that there's freedom from and freedom to. So freedom from is like freedom from pain, freedom from suffering, freedom, like, if just to be present in this moment. The feeling that my mind will often go to is I'm not enough, and there's something wrong with me.
Oh yeah.
There's something wrong. It's like that's the racket. That's the that's the conversation going on that's in my head that I have to catch, because otherwise it will just start talking about how there's something wrong with me. And it will find tons of different ways that that's true.
Yeah, and as you're hearing Nadia speaking, also just like utilize that as context with regards to your own life.
Yours,
like
yes.
what are your own limiting beliefs that come up? And by the way,
we all have them.
One of the many reasons. So we connected through Nadia in one of our, just, of course, we've been, investing in ourselves with our personal development and growth. And we've connected through one of just the trainings that we've been through. So the reason why I want to share this with you is because Nadia is a very conscious human being, and from who she stands for as a leader in the world, like we see eye to eye on. And, I believe that like meeting people like that is very, very rare. So that's how our paths have crossed. And anyways, back to you.
What a fun way to.
Oh, you were saying freedom from and freedom to.
Yeah.
That's what we're
And I'm
talking
saying
about.
too old, too out of shape.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad you brought that because I wanted to invite you guys to tune in. And here's how you can find the belief. Here, do you guys want to know the cheat code of how to find the belief?
Yeah, give me the cheat code.
The cheat code is, in this moment, I do not want to feel. I don't want to feel. I do not want to feel like anything but that feeling. What's that? Go there. Like, be a heat-seeking missile for that. That's the pig.
Like the feeling I do want to feel.
No,
above all else.
get to the feeling I do not want to feel. What
like
do
the
I
worst case scenario? Worst thing.
Yes, like what's the thing that I don't want to feel? I don't want to feel not enough, and I don't want to, don't want to feel that there's something wrong with me.
Mm-hmm. The thing that we typically avoid.
So that's what I mean, freedom from. Like, there's this energy that we create in our lives around a thing that we don't want to feel. It's the doomsday thought that we're running from. So as long as so there's this metaphor. There's a buffalo that runs. There's this concept that a buffalo will run toward the storm and a cow will run away from the storm. So I would like to say that we're like the buffalo and we run toward the thing we don't want to feel because we know that there's going to be less pain in running toward that than constantly running away from it, because the cow will run away from the storm, but the storm will catch up with the cow, and then they're actually going to be in the storm for longer. So if you can just, in this moment, like, the most productive thing that you could do today is to run toward that thing that you don't want to feel, be a heat-seeking missile toward that thing that you don't want to feel, and then be like, okay, that's my doomsday thing. That's the thing. Okay, cool.
Nothing
you're gonna
changes
watch it.
if nothing changes.
You're going to watch it throughout the day, be like, there's that thing, and your body's going to tense up and feel like, I don't want to feel that, but okay, that's you running toward the storm. Is like, you're like, what's that thing that I don't want to feel? Oh yeah, that's there. Because it's there anyway. And so as long as you know about it, then you're not running away from it. So there's freedom from. So the freedom from is like, and then, okay, let me explain the other one.
Wait, let's stay on freedom from for a second.
Go ahead.
It reminds me of, thanks. It reminds me of like.
Wait, make a wish. Got it.
It reminds me of, Sarit, when you say a lot of times the only way up is through. And if you run towards it, one thing that you're doing is forcing exposure to the thing that you're afraid of.
Courage.
And so, like Callie, the more you expose yourself to the thing you're afraid of, the less afraid of it you are.
Yes,
so,
Callie.
So you are forcing exposure by running toward that thing. And then also imagine a storm is traveling in a direction. Like no storm is stagnant, like stays in one spot. It always moves through. You're from Florida. And so let's talk about hurricanes and how they just blast through. They're intense, but they're not there for a long time.
Yeah.
And so imagine if you're running towards it and it's going the other way, you get through it much faster than trying to run away and it's following you and catching up to you, and you're just making yourself more miserable.
Yeah, and you literally stay in it longer.
Yeah. So there's also a plant. I don't know what the plant or flower or bush or something is that it's like has thorns on it.
Thorns? Rose does.
If you, not only roses have thorns.
I know, okay.
Or pokey things or whatever, like it's on a cactus. But anyways, some kind of plant. And if you grab it gently, it will poke the shit out of you. But if you, boom, and you like crush it, it actually folds inside. Like the spot,
I don't know about that.
Yeah, the pokies actually fold inside. And so it's kind of like the same thing with the thing that you don't want to feel is like, just run towards it, just go full blast at it, and it will fold. Like it will see and feel energetically the confidence and courage that you have to run towards it, and it will fold.
Yeah. And I feel like because of who I am as I consider myself a mystic. And so what that means is I'm always looking at life, as we were talking this morning, about like the context around life. So I feel that the most productive thing we can do is know what the belief is that is so painful that we don't want to feel it, because that's why people get jobs that they hate.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to feel not enough. So they're like, maybe if I just get a job, then, and then you hate it so much because you're trying to not feel that thing, and so then you're like going through life not feeling that thing, but like miserable. Whereas if you just feel that thing, you're like, oh, okay, that's not who I am. I'm not actually, there's not actually something wrong with me. I'm actually divine, and I'm God, and I'm a whole bigger context than that. Okay, cool. I remember who I am, and now I don't have to get a job that I hate to avoid feeling that thing.
Can you give an example?
Another example would be why I would work out, because I don't feel like I'm enough if I don't look a certain way.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah, okay.
So some people, and that's why we're
So
miserable.
it's kind of like I'm getting a job because I don't want to feel the pain of not having enough money, but I hate this job.
that. So
It's like I want the money,
So
but
I think I'm getting free from that thing, but it's this like tension and resistance freedom. Whereas there's another type of freedom that I want to talk about.
Yeah. So what Nadia is talking about, it's it's feeding the ego.
Yeah,
right?
it's feeding the ego.
It's the egoistic
Yeah.
satisfaction that we seek as a byproduct of actually being scared to confront our
Yes.
our deepest fears.
and
Exactly.
we choose an immediate solution that takes this pain away immediately.
Because I
but
can't
it's
feel
not,
that thing. I don't want to feel not enough.
but it's not sustainable because we
Yes.
also hate that.
But then we try to sustain it. And that's where the misery comes in. That's where I can't wait to stop looking at this job.
This is deep.
So I don't want, if I don't want to work a job and I just keep working that job, like for instance, my job, I'm an artist and I will never retire. I love it so much. So I just want to introduce the next part. So there's a way there's a way out of this tsunami, which is freedom 2. And so freedom 2 is like, I'm no longer running from that thing I don't want to feel, because I've resolved it, because I'm like, it's not actually, that's not who I am. So now it's like, who am I? So now it's like, oh my God, now it's the joy. Now I lead with joy because I'm free to be joyous. Now I'm free to, like, I'm freed up from that I don't want to feel. I loosen that hocus pocus. I don't know. It's like
you loosen your butthole.
You loosen your butthole, and then you're free to like enjoy.
And it's so satisfying.
And then you're free to enjoy your life because you're not running from that which you don't want to feel. So what are you guys hearing? Because I feel like
so let me walk. So, throughout my journey, obviously I've gained awareness about the things that I ran away from. And it's like, I believe that when we are unconscious, we run away from things.
Yes.
And when we gain consciousness, and we are in tune with our values and meanings and the meaning of things, then we start running towards. So,
and it's like worth the courage.
The way that they go to the gym is freedom 2.
Yes.
It's not freedom from. It's not like, I don't want to look like shit. It's like, I get to look like whatever I want. And it's so exciting.
Yes. So for example, in this body journey of mine, as you guys know, it started at the age of 12, right? So, and that's why for the very first 11 years of my life, I was in this like yo-yo cycle of really getting nowhere, because what I was living in an unconscious state, and what I was doing is I was running away from, because I wanted to run away from the fat, ugly girl who was rejected, and I wanted to be loved. So the story that I told myself, not knowing what I didn't know, is if I lose weight, if I look a certain way, then I will be loved. That's the story that I created, right? And no wonder why I kept on self-sabotaging myself, right? All of that happened up until the age of 22, when, my dad got a heart attack, and all of a sudden I found a new meaning that this is not about no longer do I want to be rejected. It's about how I want to live. Right.
It wasn't from
so
fear, it was from your
so
vision.
now I ran toward my freedom instead of away from it, right? And all of a sudden, everything shifted for me. And look, I've also had that with regards to my relationship with peace, right? Like leaving Israel, I ran away from because I didn't want to be in a word-driven place, right? And what I recognize is because I didn't know that I had the power within me to create peace from within, despite of what's happening, with people around me, despite of what's happening with the world at large around me. Now we are running towards, right? And the same thing also with my relationship with my family. I ran away from my family because I've had unresolved trauma that I chose to carry on as a victim. And once I became aware of it and I chose to let it go, now family is a priority for me. It's a non-negotiable, right? And that's one of the reasons why we're moving to be close to family, right? So yeah, that's like super cool as I'm, assessing myself and my journey. And my encouragement to you is like, assess yourself and your journey in multiple buckets of your life and see how have you been running your life away from, and how have you been running your life to.
I want to simplify this in like very few words too. It's essentially the action that you're taking and the choices you're making. Are they coming from running away from fear or running towards vision? There's a different energy that you possess when taking those actions. And one is of a high frequency and one is of a low frequency.
So good.
When you're running away from a fear, you have a low vibration and you're going to attract things that bring you actually more of that thing that you're afraid of, because that's what you're most obsessed about. That's what's most on your mind. And that is the attitude that you bring with you when taking action. If you are taking action based on vision, based on something you want, you desire, you love, bring you joy, happiness, fulfillment, connection, whatever it is, you approach those activities with a very different type of energy, and you attract opportunities that will lead you there because your energy and your vibration is on that level.
Yeah.
Okay, so
even though it can be the same exact actions, it will have a very different result based on your attitude, your perspective, and your dominating thoughts.
So, okay, I'm not sure where this is going, but I'm like putting two and two together and asking questions. I'm like, so I wonder if when we live on the sphere of means to an end, is it because we're actually running away from something, and therefore it's gotta be a means to an end, because what we want to go towards is vision. Versus when we are leading based on vision, it's no longer a means to an end because it's
purpose driven.
It's what's based on purpose.
And it in itself is fulfilling. It is fulfilling that I just smashed my chest today.
Yeah.
I'm so fulfilled. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. And then I go flex in the mirror. And it's not like I'm not dragging myself to the gym. Okay, I have to do this. I have to. And it's like miserable.
So there's two states of being. There's survival and there's creation. So these vibrations that you're talking about.
Yes.
So the lower state of, I really want to bring up a thing from Google. Can we do that? Because it's going to show them.
Oh, you like screen share?
Yeah, because
I think we can. Here,
this is going to land this so well. If you type in a Google map of consciousness.
Map?
Yeah, map of consciousness. It's such a really, really, really important visual. And
let's find one.
Are you guys loving Nadia, by the way? If you're loving Nadia, go ahead and drop a heart in the chat if we can see you.
Yeah, that's the one. This is so gonna land what we're talking about.
Are you so excited?
Yeah. Here.
Is it this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So screen share.
Okay. So let's see. see how to measure.
Look at these hearts. They're loving
Freedom
you.
to celebrate my body. Yeah, exactly. Freedom to celebrate my body. What a vibe. What a vibe. So we're going to share.
This. Okay,
you guys, can you see this? Can we make sure that they can see it so we don't?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I love this so much. This is my favorite thing ever. So for anyone who is like, whoa, this is a lot, it's esoteric, this is the actual chart that's going to land it all. So at the bottom, you can see shame. So it measures emotions based on
what I was
Hertz
talking about.
frequencies. Exactly. So it measures our emotions based on Hertz frequencies. So shame is the most dense emotion at 20 Hertz, and then enlightenment at the top is 700 Hertz. So the survival paradigm is from 20 to 175. So there's two states of being. Michael Strassner said this, one of our mentors. You can either be in survival or you can be in creation. And the freedom too is creation energy. It's like I get to create whatever body I want, but from in the lower state, it's like I'm literally running from my own self-loathing and my own shame and my own not enoughness,
victim,
guilt, and fear.
Have to. Obligation.
And so the bottom is I'm doing it for the thing, and the top is I'm doing it from the thing. Okay, so the bottom is like I'm doing it for love, for peace, for abundance. The top is I'm doing it from abundance.
I'm doing it from this abundant
I'm doing
state.
it from abundance.
I am abundant.
Love.
I am joy.
Like she's going back to Israel.
So good.
From peace instead of for peace. Going back there from a state of peace.
It's so good.
And so this chart is everything that you guys need. If you find it on Google, Map of Consciousness.
Oh my gosh.
Anytime you're feeling an emotion, just find yourself where you're at and just be like, okay, cool. That's where I'm at, but we can change the station just like you can change the radio station.
Wow.
So if you find yourself in shame, you can also just move your dial up to love and be like, how would love see this right now? And so that's where like I saw, go back to the other thing. I saw in the chat that what's her face? Who's this
What's
person?
her face? What's your face?
Shauna.
Oh,
Shauna. So she said freedom to celebrate my body. So it's like, how would joy say this right now? And it's like, I'm free to celebrate. So anytime that you find yourself in those denser survival states of emotion, ask yourself, okay, what's the story right now? Oh, the story is there's something wrong with me. Okay, cool. Let's change this. What could a different radio station be if I was at love or above? Because basically from 500 and up.
Love be saying?
Yeah, so from 500 up, if you want to land yourself in the radio station of 500 and up, which I call love and above, then you just say, what would love say right now? Like, what would love say right now? Like, so that's why I start joking about like, oh my God, I love that my legs are jelly right now.
I love my spaghetti legs.
Yeah, like I love being here with you guys. And so I'm always just like transforming because I'm an alchemist. I see myself as an alchemist. I have just as much shame as anybody. I have just as much fear, guilt, all of the shit. I am very aware of all that shit.
I don't think any person is immune to any of those low frequencies.
It's about awareness and consciousness
and choice.
And also question. Would any of those low frequencies exist if they didn't have a purpose?
That's the thing. That's exactly it. Yeah. So
there is a purpose to them.
Yeah.
But they don't support you
in
your vision.
So here's how I see it. I see that all these lower dense things is like gasoline. I'm on a gasoline.
Oh no.
So it's like you need fuel. So thank you, fuel. Thank you for this shame. Thank you for this guilt. Thank you for this fear. We're gonna like move it toward that, and I'm gonna create.
Then, come on, baby, light my fire.
And I'm gonna like create with it by moving it. So it's like it's free fuel. Like this is the abundant way to see it. Is like, oh my God, I have so much shame. Awesome, I have so much to turn into like the higher states of being.
So good.
Look, and the reason why I wanted to hit home on that is because I know based on what I've seen in the community and some of the conversations that I've had, like yesterday with Jen Oxenden, I'm so angry, right? Like,
where's anger?
Get rid of it, right?
Where's anger?
At the bottom, right? Or like Betsy Walsworth with, just like shame, guilt.
Any of us at any given time, like we've all gone through it.
Yeah, and
it's just emotion.
And you guys, the reason why, for one, this is relatable. Are you guys finding this valuable? Go ahead and drop valuable in the chat. Wow, I'm getting so excited. I almost spilled my coffee. But what I wanted to share is that these things that we're talking about today, it's like, it's very arbitrary because, yes, you can measure your frequency as you've seen, but it can't be measured. And this is why Erin and I, we always say, it is not about how fast you go. It's about how far you're willing to go. Because let me tell you something. What if you were to complete your, in the context of peak physique, your entire climb in 26 weeks and the entire 26 weeks, it was, you completed it on the frequency of anger.
I don't even think you would. However, even
It's
if you
possible.
do, even if
It's
you
possible. And it would
do,
be
even if you
temporary.
do, there's always what's next. So it's like,
Right.
what is the rush?
Right. Versus,
Well, you just entered yourself into peace, because peace says, what's the rush? You just,
Yeah, what's the
Right.
rush?
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna finish this thing, you're gonna reach the end of this thing, and then you're just gonna need something else. So it's like, just be in the process, enjoy the process, figure out the parts of it that you love and enjoy, and find a way to tune the frequency to the channel that best supports you, and go from there.
and like, who do you see yourself as? Do you see yourself as as your base frequency that you like turn your radio station to? Do you see yourself just turning it to anger, turning it to guilt or shame?
Like on autopilot.
Yeah, on autopilot. And also like, but that means that you also have a base frequency up in love and above. So you have a base frequency that when you know that you know who you are, Jennifer and Darcy and Michelle and Betsy, like, you know who you are when you are in love. Like you guys have so much love with Callie and with each other, and like there's so much love. You know that baseline. Like, take a snapshot, an energetic snapshot of that baseline, that you just know who you are there. Like, I have a baseline of joy, like very solid.
this morning on the
Baseline.
floor.
Yeah, but I also have a baseline. I also have a baseline of shame. So I know that I can frequency jump from my baseline of shame, and I can frequency jump to my baseline of joy. And I have an identity that's clear to me in both of those states of being. And now I have a baseline in enlightenment, because I had a really cool experience where I have like a identity, like a snapshot of myself in enlightenment. And so I like know how to kind of frequency jump. And that's what makes me a mystic.
So I have a question. This is just funny, because I feel like we've closed a lot of loops, which is go us. Like, when we get together, usually there's like
We always close loops, though,
there's
babe.
like three
Sometimes
open
it's 30
loops at
minutes.
once, and then we go on a
We're
different
tracking.
topic, then we
We're
go on a different
tracking.
topic, then we come back to this one. Anyways.
Yeah.
So last night we were figuring out what is our day gonna look like today.
Oh, can you
Right?
tell them
Prepare.
about your morning
Hold on.
routine?
Hold on. Prepare for the next day, the night before. And you know what you're doing, what you got going on, whatever. And so as we were talking about what it looks like, I would love to hear from your perspective. I mean, this might go in the documentary because we have a video of it. But
Do you remember
what's our
how you
schedule for the day?
prepared?
What's our schedule?
Oh,
for
from
the day?
last night.
Yeah. What's our schedule for today?
I'm going on like 12 more runs. I think I'm going to run like a marathon today.
I mean, it started at 2 a.m. because you had to take your
No. It started earlier.
Started at the beginning of the night.
Yeah, when the
the
star.
beginning of the night, the first star.
They go to sleep at the beginning of the night. At the
We
first,
stayed up an hour past our bedtime.
they went to sleep at 9 last night. They stayed up late.
9:30.
They stayed up late because of me, the bad influence.
No,
And-
you're not a bad influence. It was
and-
choice. It
And
was
anyway,
choice.
so normally I go to sleep at 12. But why are we talking about this?
Because
Or actually, I
they will
normally
find
go
a
to sleep
lot
at
of
1.
joy and humor in how you and
How
interpret
she
it
perceives.
your schedule to
gosh.
be today.
Well, the fact is, you guys just have so much enjoyment in an enormous amount of regiment, and I'm so inspired by that, because I'm quite the opposite. There's so much enjoyment in like, okay, cool, we're wrapping it up. Like, even at dinner, like I could feel you wrapping it up, and I'm like, it's like 7. Like, what's
No,
happening?
it was like 8:30,
It's
dude.
like 8:30. I'm like,
She's like, it's like 4. It's
I'm
like when
thinking it's
Sarit's
the
mom
beginning
has
of the
coffee
night.
at
I'm
5
saying-
p.m. and she's like, it's afternoon.
in my head, I'm like, this is the beginning of the night. We're just getting started. They're like brushing their teeth and flossing, and I'm like, oh right, like it's such a different schedule, because they're up at 4 in the morning to have this beautiful time with them, with what would you call it, with like
Ourselves.
with your higher self, really.
Yeah, with our higher
You're
self.
like really steeping
It's the
in
most peaceful time of the day.
Yeah, they're like really steeping in their higher self. I woke up this morning at 5 and I was like, oh, would I like to go back to sleep right now? But I got
but
up.
last night you were saying, okay, so here's how tomorrow's gonna go.
Yeah, but I don't remember what I said. I just said a lot of
Just
bullshit.
be in the moment.
Yeah, do the same thing.
Okay, you guys just want to see me like ad lib right now? Oh my goodness. Okay.
Her legs have taken all the energy.
Oh my god, you guys. So I just figured that I would so I would go to sleep at the first light of the first star at 9 o'clock in the nighttime when the night is just beginning.
Which is late.
When the night is just so young, I'm just gonna go to sleep at that perfect time.
And like I have so much things I can do right now.
And then I'm gonna check my biometric clock every half hour on the half hour. I'm gonna wake myself up and make sure I'm getting a full deep REM cycle.
This is how she interprets our life.
Full deep REM cycle. 30 minutes. And then I'm gonna do that till about 2 in the morning. I'm gonna run up a mountain because that's what I want to be doing at 2 in the morning. I want to run up mountains and hills and then come back. And that was just my pre-burn. That was some people do pre-workout. I like a pre-burn. And so then by that time, I'm ready to run full sprint at, I don't know how many fast. It's very fast with the booty band around my legs. And that's going to just give me the ultimate resistance because I'm really going for like, at that point, that's like a pre-burn and then like more pre-burn. And then I'm ready for my Jello shots of like bar stacked Romanian deadlifts and lunges, and I'll do about 1 million of those.
Yeah,
great.
And then after you do 1 million, then
and 1 million's quite easy actually. It's basically like a no-brainer. And then because I still have so much energy in the body, I'm going to make sure that I have like 12,000 eggs. It's going to be like an egg buffet souffle for 12 people that I'm going to eat all of that. And I'm just going to make sure I get my macros. I'm going to make sure that I get all of the macros in and all of the protein that I need for that morning. And that's going to get me to about 6:15 in the morning. And that's going to have me ready to do a full marathon. I think that I'm ready for that.
Yeah, you are.
And then by like 2 p.m., I'm going to have had 7,500 calories and grams of protein.
Yeah.
It's all going to be protein. It's all calories, but it's all protein.
And then you're going to fart.
And then I'm going to drink a whole gallon of milk. And I'm going to probably do some kind of, I feel like at that point I need to move my body, you know? There's just like, I feel like I'm going to have so much energy and I'm going to like need an Ironman or something.
Okay, got it.
Oh,
That's like at 6 p.m. or
No, we're at 2:15.
Oh, 2:15. You're
I'm
Ironman.
drinking every
So
single
you've
15
climbed the
minutes.
mountain. You've done 1 million
At the
lunges
least.
and
At the
Roman
least,
deadlifts.
because today is Thursday and it's Friday and it's Flex Friday. And so I have to make sure that I get this.
Home in time for Shabbat.
And so then then it's the day of rest and we're going to make sure we go to the gym half of that time tomorrow and go on a hike. Yeah. We're just going to go up for a hike and gym and make sure that we have 2 gallons of milk. We should make sure we go to the grocery store.
No water? We didn't have any water?
Pounding water through the chugs of milk. Just milk, water, milk.
Okay, good combination.
Milk, water. Yeah, because I have to make sure that my calcium is at the premium.
Yeah.
Premium.
And then we have booty gains also.
The booty gains, I've been wearing a resistance band this whole time. And the Romanian deadlifts, I did 1 million of them. So I'm going to just trust that was enough. I'm going to trust.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm still going to have the thought, like, am I enough? And is this enough? And is there something wrong with me? I'm going to like navigate that throughout the day.
So stay tuned.
Yeah.
I spilled that.
I know.
Gonna wipe it up.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for workout adventures with Nadia.
Yeah. It's going to be a series. And also,
And what time are you going to bed tonight?
I feel like we should get to bed around like 6. Like before, we should go to bed.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
We should go to bed before the nightfall.
Don't tempt me.
Before the nightfall.
Like dusk.
Okay.
You know?
What time in your perfect world, what time would you go to bed?
I want to have like a full 12 hours of sleep from
12 hours?
from
Like,
6
I don't.
From
to
s-
2, and then I'll
from 6
have to
p.m.
figure
to
it
2
out.
a.m.
You guys have to figure out how to biometrically sleep for longer and shorter amounts of time. So
8 hours of sleep
9
in
p.m.,
5.
8 p.m. I sometimes go to sleep at 2 a.m.
She's busy painting
Oh my
So
god,
good.
you guys have a community of
chickens.
just 5:30.
I get to work by 5:30 a.m.
So what time do you wake up, Darcy? So now what time do you wake up?
Oh, you should have seen her post from the other day. Before you know it, you'll be a part of the Savage Sisters.
Is this Savage
I,
Sister?
I,
Mhm.
I know, I
I
know.
was in your school community for a few
I
days.
For a couple
know.
of days on a free trial. Not
Bed at
doing
9,
things.
wake up at 5.
Eventually, we're gonna reel her into the Savage Sisters.
We will-
3:30. Shauna gets up at 3:30.
We will convert you.
Jesus
Is what
Christ.
Sarit's mom says.
I go
We
to
will
sleep an hour and
convert
a
you.
half before she wakes up. That's what's happening.
You
right now.
guys could chat
But I'm gonna change my ways. I'm
If you
very
just stayed up-
inspiring.
a little longer.
Oh, that's Darcy. Oh, the name is at the bottom. Sorry, guys, I didn't quite see that.
Yeah,
The name is underneath
Darcy wakes up at 3:30. I'm gonna show you her post from the other day.
That's just so amazing.
Michelle wakes up at 7:45.
Okay, and then question for you guys: what kind of when you wake up at that darkest part of the night? When you wake up, do you meditate? Like, what's your flow from wake up, alarm goes off? Do you stay in bed?
Do you
you
snooze?
read?
I'm gonna predict it.
Do you journal?
I'm gonna predict it. They do some kind of self-care, reading, stretching, praying, meditation, workout, something like that.
Gratitude,
Gratitude.
So you get in the state of gratitude.
and then work out.
pee, water, dusk.
Dad,
Oh, water is a big part of my morning too. Yeah.
how much do you drink in the morning?
5 gallons. We already talked
yeah.
about that.
Yeah, we already.
I do about like 2 liters.
Erin drinks 5 gallons by 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, because she's been up since 2.
She drinks 1 well a day.
One well.
Oh well. Peach, 8-year-old, water, read, pocket coaching, stretch,
Pocket
gym.
coaching, stretch, gym. See, I told you. Wake, insight, timer, pee, coffee, kitties, pee, water, meditation.
So I'm gonna add to your to a suggestion is find out what your baseline is of like what you don't want to feel, just to be in touch with it.
She's being real now.
And then find out what your baseline is in what you do want to feel. So if you don't want to feel shame or guilt or fear, just know that, because otherwise you're going to be running from
Well,
it.
actually, let's go back to share screen and let's write it and let's all confront it right now.
Because you guys can give yourself a promotion of like a frequency promotion of like 20 to like 500 in a day.
This one?
And that feels really, really, really productive. So if you know what your flow, what's the word, like your range, find out what your range of emotion. We got range of motion and we got range of emotion.
Oh.
And so find out
we're
what your range
fitnessing our
is.
emotions.
Because then when you tune in in the morning, you know what your range is.
What channel you're
Yeah,
tuning
what
into.
channels like you kind of autopilot to, and to consciously check yourself.
So I've never done this. So walk me through how I figure that out.
So I know that I've got a baseline at shame. I
But
know
how
the story.
am I gonna know
Okay,
what
so-
mine is?
so,
So how
okay.
are they gonna know what theirs is?
Okay, cool. So what's the feeling that you most don't want to feel about yourself? What's the story what's the belief? So yeah, someone give an example so that we can workshop it with you.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Fear. Fear is
Okay.
my baseline.
But fear of
What's
what?
fear of what? What's the story to it?
Um,
Inadequate is shame, and guilt is so your lower part of your baseline is 20 to 30, Darcy.
for me, it's fear of losing it all.
Fear of losing it all.
Mhm,
But
yeah.
but I'll get you even lower than that, because
Okay,
so that what? You're afraid
Yeah, what happens
to
if you
lose.
do
Yeah,
that?
what happens if you do lose it all? That's
Okay,
the thing you don't
okay.
want to feel.
So let's say we run out of cash, we lose the business.
What does that mean about you?
Mine is
Not good enough.
Mine is not good enough.
Not good enough. So we all land at 20. So
Mine is not good enough.
So 20 is the thing that we don't want to feel so much.
All right.
Look at us, both of us feeling the very thing just by seeing that that's our baseline.
Okay.
We're like,
all right.
"Ugh," right?
Yeah, and that's how it is. So emotion, you guys, is energy in motion. It's in motion. So we get to let it be in motion by being like, oh, hey, shame. It's not who I am. I'm the witness of it. Oh, it just came through, just like lactic acid is pumping into
We
my
call it
legs
the
right
little
now.
bitch voice.
Yeah, that's
It's their
what
little bitch voice.
That's what Esteban calls it too.
Yeah.
So just like lactic acid is pumping into my legs right now as we speak, that's what this is. It just pumps into your being. So catch it and then be like, wait. My other baseline exists up here. So find, who are you guys? Who are you? Your true self in love and above, like 500, 540, 600, 700.
Okay, so then what's the question we ask ourselves?
I see that your
is?
baseline is peace up there.
Mhm.
Because you said it's all perfect. You said, what did you say? You said something that was like, that's
Like, what's the
peace.
rush?
What's the rush?
What's the rush? Like,
So you know how to transition yourself from 20 to 600 when you say, what's the rush? So
is it immediately? I'm like, how high is 600? Like,
so
it's
enlightenment
competitive.
sounds like this: I am. That's enlightenment.
Period. That's it.
I
Nothing
am.
else.
It's like whatever is happening, I am. There's no story to what's happening.
I've been there, but I wouldn't say that's my baseline.
It's same. So it's not. Find out what the story is to underlying each of these. A really fun experiment, if you guys want to journal this, is go through each one and write out what that sounds like in your mind.
Mm.
Just so that you can hear that thought. Be
What sounds in your mind?
That's
what sounds in your mind?
So victim, right? Apathy. Victim hangs out at 50. And so when you hear your victim voice, victim sounds like, I have a disadvantage. Everyone else has an advantage. Everyone else has an advantage.
It's this one's fault. It's that, like,
Yes.
I'm here because it's something outside of me.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's their fault. It's the
Mhm.
liberals. It's the conservatives. It's
the weather.
It's this. It's always the weather. It's always something. It's like there's always something external that makes it not my fault. That's at 50.
So
you also can follow this chart across and you can find a lot here. So anytime you find yourself in hopelessness, it's like, oh, that's victim.
Mm.
And then it's also, what's the God view, right? So is God vindictive? Then you're probably in guilt. If you're seeing God as a punishing God, then you're hanging out at a 30 in guilt.
I know the conversation in my head.
Organized religion.
Yeah, exactly.
When it comes to peace, I just want to give the example that I know very clearly in my, so like there's a dialogue, like an internal dialogue I'm gathering that
internal dialogue
that replays on a replay in your head.
Yes.
And for peace, it is, what's the rush? Everything is perfect. I'm exactly where I need to be right now. And another thing that I say too is like, it ain't that serious.
See, view of life is perfect. You see
it
that?
Ain't that serious.
Do you see that? View of life is perfect.
Yeah.
It ain't that serious.
It ain't that serious.
So her baseline is 600, and I experienced that in you. Mm-hmm. And so Darcy says, do honor it, see it, let it move through. So that's exactly what it is. So it's like pause, look, choose.
And also don't make it the bad guy, I'm hearing too, because then you're a victim to your own.
If you make it the bad guy, then you're a victim to your own victim. Yeah.
It's like, it's there.
It's like a perpetuating.
It's there. Surrender to it.
Yeah.
Let it be.
But you were talking about the context. Remember that you're the witness to it. You're like the context. It's the content. You're the context. You're like the one that's beyond it. And then and then choose.
And you can be outside of you watching it happen, but you're not associating yourself.
You're the one watching yourself having this whole conversation anyway. So, I like to think about this like it's a skyscraper. And so I get into the elevator and I go up. So I actually imagine myself sometimes. I'm like, oh, I'm on the floor of despair right now. I'm on the floor of like a true like self-loathing right now. Yeah, I'm in the basement where victim is just like crawling through. And so then I get into the elevator and I'm like, I'm also my God self. I'm also my peace self, my joy self, my love self. And it's our
I have
responsibility.
another question. Is there something to be said about the difference between your bases? Because my baseline here is at
No,
the
'cause we're
very
all of
bottom,
it.
and then my baseline is
We're all of it.
Okay,
We
got
really
it.
are. We're all of it. I have a teacher
We're all-
who teaches me this, and she said recently, she's like, I think I have more shame than anyone. Then she's like, wait, I think that's my shame talking. I was like, I think my shame says I have more shame than anyone too.
Oh my gosh.
And she's been doing this work
Exhibit
for
A.
20 years. She's been in this work for 20 years of like really deeply understanding her
That's the power of the subconscious, though. Like
Yeah.
it still lives in
Yeah.
all of us.
But when that's why I like to see it as abundance. I'm getting free fuel right now. Like I'm getting free gasoline from my machine.
Yeah. Free gasoline. That's so good.
Because then you have an abundance relationship to it, especially as a painter, you guys. I have so many paintings, and all of them are because I'm channeling my shame, my guilt, my grief, my despair. Like, because I have so much access to emotion and I channel it, that's why I have abundant paintings. So what in your life
So for you, it's a form of self-expression.
It's transmutation. It's not even something. I don't want to express my shame. I want to transmute it.
Yeah,
so I
you
like
wanna
enter
shift it.
through it
Yeah.
and then like go up the ladder. And so, not everyone here is an artist. Probably there's not many or any.
You would say that we're all artists.
I would say that we're all artists. I did a summit on where we are all artists.
Do you know what my art?
What? Your body.
Look at
Your art is more than that, though. It's your art is the way that you lead, the way that you carry yourself and lead.
It's the post you made the other day.
So whatever your freedom,
Inspiration.
whatever your freedom to is, that's your art form, because art lives in creation. I said there's two states of being: there's survival and there's creation. So whatever your state of creation is, that's your artistry. No, this is my painting arm, so it's actually pretty big. Like I actually have a pretty big
So
and then this is the little sister.
What do you think? What do you
Yeah.
think, you guys? Do you think Nadia would fit right in?
Erin's
And the
art is her
savage, and
humor.
the savage.
Oh, it is true.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's so true. And your reels are just so funny, so good, so good.
You guys need to see the one
That's
I
the
made
way
yesterday about
that's the way that
dates.
you walk through life. We heard her yelling in the other room.
I got
yesterday
angry at like a 25-year-old boy.
about dates because the boy said that dates make you fat, and she's like, "Stop it!"
He might be 30, but he looks like a skinny 25-year-old.
Because he's not eating enough dates.
Probably.
Yeah.
Gosh, he needs more dates in his life.
I saw the date video.
He needs more dates.
I saw the date video.
Does a 25-year-old boy know? So you guys,
About 40-year-old.
How would this? I just want to know if it landed. How would this shift your life, your day? How would this kind of relationship to your emotional scale, to your radio frequencies, like how do you see that this would change things for you?
We'll wrap it up with this
And
question.
unlock your creation energy from your survival energy. What would open up in your life when you stop surviving and you start creating? That's
What
my
would be
final
possible
question.
for you?
Yeah.
And for those of you guys who are watching this on YouTube, go ahead and drop it in the comments. We'd love to know.
It only has the power I give it. That's true.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The key is to be aware of when it's occurring.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be going through it as I see a lot of potential. It is potential. It's pure potential, potentiality. That's how I see emotions. It's potential energy in motion.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Where am I going to move it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where
it's
am I
just
gonna move it?
potential energy. We have so much access to potential
Energy also cannot be created or destroyed. It all
That's right.
exists.
That's
It's
right.
there.
Yeah.
You're just choosing where it moves and how it expresses.
Yeah.
Right.
So good, man.
You guys, we are the creators of, we are the co-creators of our life. So when you realize that all this energy is just like at your disposal versus you're a victim to it, it's yours to use and yours to channel. That's when you really unlock the feeling of power and empowerment.
So
Yeah.
good.
Namaste.
So
Namaste.
Namaste sitting down because my legs are really sore.
Namaste, I can't get up.
All right. Hey, happy Flex Friday. See you guys.
Love you guys.